Hold up, check me out. I think the tables and turn. Forget the bridge we don't build this time. I let them all burn. They tried to kill me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running room for Kamara on 1st down as he takes us forward. It's a gain of 7 there on 1st down. 2nd and 3 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Simeon. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Simeon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off down at the 10.
And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey.
Here's Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 50 yards. Dolphins. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And
for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They go play action with Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Simeon. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. He's going to try and go deep again. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 20! And all the way in, touchdown Seattle! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, Simeon. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 77 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it is 28-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Harris to return it. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56, 14. What's the ball? 56, the Mike, boys, 56. Run left. I got him.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
56. Mike's 56. Gun. Mike 56.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
56 is Mike.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they?
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 43 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Harris to return it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Simeon. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This is caught, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Wilson wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. That is caught by Callaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.